Good morning or evening, everyone, depending where you are in the world today. My name is Jade Joa, and I am the International Agent Relations and Recruitment Specialist, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here today. I would like to thank our local and global recruitment partners for joining us these next 3 days for the Global Bow Valley College event, which is bringing us together for a moment to reconnect and build opportunities to collaborate amid the present challenges. Before we start, I would like to begin by recognizing that Bow Valley College aims to uphold the intention of the numbered friendship treaties from the perspective of Indigenous peoples. We also remain collectively accountable to respect Indigenous peoples' legal and inherited rights, recognizing we are all treaty peoples. Through our words and actions, Bow Valley College honors the traditional lands of the Blackfoot Confederacy, which includes the Siksika, Kainai, and Piikani First Nations, as well as the Iehe Nakota, Wesley, Chiniki, and Burspaw First Nations, and the Tsuut'ina First Nation. We also recognize the connection and autonomy of the Métis Nation Region 3 within the historical Métis homeland. We join all nations in celebrating the unique histories, traditions, and cultures of Indigenous peoples as we continue our journey on the road toward reconciliation together. In this vein of working together, it's now my pleasure to open Global Bow Valley College event. Today, we're introducing Bow Valley College revamped look and values, and you will also get to hear the experience of our alumni. You can send us your questions by using the question and answer box at the top of the screen, and we will be addressing your questions after our presentations. Also, I'd like to mention that these sessions will be recorded and shared so you can refer to them in the future. At this time, I would like to invite our Vice President of Learner Services and Chief Financial Officer, Catherine Koch, to speak.
Hello, everyone. My name is Catherine Koch, and I'm the Vice President, Learner Services and Chief Financial Officer at Bow Valley College. I oversee the non-academic side of the student experience, from first registering to providing support for students, such as the library, counseling, and academic support outside classes. International education is also in my area of responsibility, as is finance. Our good financial position is so important to keeping us sustainable. I love my job because I truly believe in the work that Bow Valley College does, contributing to learning that leads to jobs. Our students and their learning are our number one priority, and we are here to help international students achieve their dreams. We support these students through academic and student life experiences. Our committed and knowledgeable instructors provide the skills students need to live, study, and work in Alberta. While we would have preferred to have held this event in person, a virtual event offers a safe environment in which to gather. We are all looking forward to safely returning to campus sometime in the foreseeable future. For several months now, a team of college leaders has been working through the logistics of creating a physical environment on our campuses to enable our return when it is safe to do so. 2 weeks ago, the Minister of Advanced Education encouraged, quote, all post-secondary institutions, students, and families to prepare for a full return to on-campus learning this September. We are excited to work with this direction to plan our safe return. We follow the direction and guidelines provided to us by the Chief Medical Officer and other health officials. When we return, expect to see a different environment, but one that is designed for continued student success. We will continue to provide a highly flexible learning environment. This means some students may be participating face-to-face in classrooms, while others are participating remotely and online. Right now, we're investing a large sum of money actually in developing classrooms where we can do this kind of high flexible environment. This highly flexible environment helps us achieve a safer physical environment by having fewer students and employees on site at any given moment, and advances our access mandate because a highly flexible learning environment maximizes opportunity to participate in learning around life's other responsibilities. Recently, our college also launched a new visual identity that reflects our unique approach to education. It represents who we are as an organization by putting our values at the forefront and prioritizing accessibility. This is most apparent in our new logo, but our revitalized brand influences our overall presentation to the world. Our brand captures our values: respect, inclusion, creativity, teamwork, and resilience, and reflects our open doors, open minds strategy and commitment to making all learning count. Hopefully, you have seen our Your Future Says Thanks campaign that we are sharing with the community through a number of channels. Through a new brand, we are reintroducing, I should say, Bow Valley College to many in our community and positioning ourselves on the landscape that best captures who we are and where we are heading. Please be Bow Valley College's ambassadors by sharing that brand far and wide. We rebranded at this point in time because the college has been around for a long time, and with the challenges that Alberta has been facing, it was very important that we share the full extent of what the college could offer the community or partners, industry, Alberta, and international students. The college has grown to offer programs in every field you can imagine that impact industries across this province. It's a really good time for us to be able to share the full story of what the college has to offer because we believe in our province. We know the province will continue to grow and prosper, and we're excited to do our part to help. We'd like to thank all of you for participating in the Global Bow Valley College event over the next 3 days. I'd also like to thank the International Education Department for putting together this event. I'm excited for all of you to learn about the new brand, Life in Calgary and Life in Campus, and our new programs. It's important for us to remain relevant and for you to know how we are doing that. Thanks for being here. I'll pass this back to Jade again, and thank you for joining us this week.
Thank you, Catherine, for your warm welcome. Now, we are excited to introduce Josh McInerney, our Manager of Creative Services from Marketing and Communications. Josh was the creative bridge between our agency and our in-house creative team, helping the agency understand our history and brand story and working with them to overhaul our entire visual system.
Hello. Thank you, everybody. This is great. All right. I really am super excited to be here. And thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you, everybody, for having me. Again, my name is Josh McInerney. I am the manager of creative services here at the college, and it's a really exciting time for Bow Valley with our new brand identity. So this has been over 2 years in the making. A lot of collaboration, a lot of consultation with many people that really kind of helped get this off the ground. So really happy to walk through this today and kind of give you just a quick high level of where we were and where we're at currently and where we're going. So I always like to start with a little bit of history. I think we all know the original Bow Valley logo, and it served us quite well for over 20 years. This logo, it did serve us really well. It really, it did give people a really good sense of where we were in the community and what we were about. But, you know, things change, and Bow Valley has grown immensely over the last 20 some odd years. The college has really evolved. And over time, the brand just had not kept up. The brand really ended up being quite siloed. It ended up being a little overlooked and just a little out of date. And again, this brand was over 22 years old. So just to give you a little context, this was, you know, pre-internet, pre-social media, pre-smartphones. This is going way, way back. So it was really time for Bow Valley to sort of share its new message, and it was a perfect time for the organization to really take a look at our brand and update it and get a new message out there. Now, just because our identity system and our visuals have changed quite a bit doesn't really mean that our overall vision has changed. I mean, that really stays the same. And again, our vision has always been like how we open doors and open minds by creating opportunities for learners, employees, employers, and communities, and by shaping the future of college education. that really is sort of our mandate and our bedrock. So that really doesn't change for us. Our mission is still to include all learners, again, to really challenge our thinking, to remove barriers, to provide opportunity, and again, to make all learning count. This is really, again, those bedrock elements that we still hold true. And as Catherine was mentioning earlier, just in the setup there, our values of respect, inclusion, teamwork, resilience, creativity. These are the elements that guide everything that we do each and every day that we come into work when we're dealing with our students, our partners. These are really at the forefront of everything that we do within the college. And the brand essence. So what do I mean by brand essence? Well, it's this idea of productive time. Really, like, you are what you do with your time. Time is really that one commodity that we all share equally. And if you choose to spend time with us at Bow Valley College, we're really going to make sure that you get the most out of that time. Your time is very, very valuable. Students come here to get to work, to get a job quickly. And we really want to make sure that when they come here, we are really making sure that they're getting the most out of that time. And that kind of transitions quite nicely into the overall brand promise of the organization. So we will make your time with us count. Our programs and faculty and staff will ensure the time that you invest with us is time really well spent. So your goals become achievements, your ambitions are realized, and your drive is rewarded. Character for a brand is also very important. Bow Valley has always been seen as approachable, supportive, down to earth. But we really also want to be seen as hardworking and very incredibly smart and determined. These are other attributes that we really want to make sure are coming through in our visual language. And the overall voice we want to make sure that we are projecting is that we are practical, we are to the point, we are uncomplicated, and we are also bold. So these are elements of our voice in the brand that we also want to make sure are really coming out strong and clear. We have a few main lines, or a tagline, if you will, of "Your future says thanks." So when your alumni, when our alumni look back, they will see that their time at Bow Valley really made a huge impact on their life and career. We want to make sure that when people choose Bow Valley, they know they are making the right choice, and their future is going to say thanks to them. They are really going to do amazing things after they come through the halls of Bow Valley. And you'll see this tagline when we did our brand awareness rollout at the beginning of the year. So we're really proud of this line. And here's the logo, which I'm sure some of you might have already seen. So this is the new visual identity that we have put together, and we're incredibly proud of how it's all shaped up. And we really think that it's something really impressive. So I'll just kind of break down a little bit of how this has been built together and the elements that have sort of been stitched together. So again, it's really an assembly of these values. So it really consists of those 5 values all locked in together of respect, creativity, inclusion, resilience, and teamwork. So these are the 5 pieces that have really stuck together to create this new identity. And you can kind of see that it's actually formed into a bit of a crest, the logo itself, which was kind of taken a little bit from those more ivory tower ideas of a particular university. And we kind of took that idea and kind of flipped it on its head a little bit to really play around and come up with something that was a little bit more approachable, more modern, and just really full of character, which I think we've done quite well here. And quickly, just a quick high level, sort of some of the meanings behind these icons of respect. That circle representing the respect for oneself, for each other, for diversity. Spark icon for creativity. So the star representing the creativity burst of energy, ingenuity that drives new ideas and perspectives. Inclusion, defined by the 2 triangles, sharing equal space. Resilience, and this icon really forming that archway that doesn't bow or break. And again, the teamwork, and this is the icon that acts as the crest foundation, right? And as that building block on which all the other icons can really rest upon. So these are just some quick little high level stories behind each of these icons and really the meaning behind each of them. And the great thing also about these icons, they really work well as these supporting visual assets for our graphic language. So these additional visual assets stem from the master icon. You can use them as a key asset in the visual identity system. And this is to allow flexibility and maintain brand recognition in the absence of and alongside with our logo. So these are great little tools as well that really are able to give our language, our visual graphic language, a little bit of lift. And we're even kind of taking a look at how we do our photography as well. So we really take a focus on capturing those moments of productivity. So again, the photography really needs to capture these moments inside and outside of the college. So they're authentic, what we call moments in time. It could be candid interactions between peers or moments of learning or discovery or active engagement on campus life. So again, going back to that idea of productive time, we really want to be able to capture, the work that the students get to when they arrive at the college and really setting themselves up for success. And then how it all sort of comes together. So between the colors that we have, the actual photography, the iconography itself, you start to see how these things really start to intersect and kind of click and come together to really create a different visual style than before, something that's really bright, fresh, modern, approachable, and also quite simple, something that, again, it's not too stuffy, it's not overcomplicated, it's very bright. So again, something that we really want to kind of capture, really tie back again to our brand promise. So you can see how these all start to kind of come together in different pieces of collateral, whether it be brochures or transit ads or things like that. You can really start to see how this intersection of the bright photography with the iconography and colors really creates something unique and fresh. And again, for everything from our view books to advertisements, so it really creates a really strong, cohesive language and just sort of visual style across different formats, which we're really, really proud of. And the great thing is that this is sort of just the beginning. I mean, the wonderful thing that I find about this particular brand is that we do have a lot of room, I think, for this brand to grow over the number of years. I think because of its simplicity, because of its clarity, I think that we really got something that we can work with for many, many years to come. Lots of room to grow, I think, with this brand and doing some really, really exciting stuff. So we're really excited about all the work that's gone into this with our partners, our agency, everybody in-house that really help turn this out. And we're just really, really excited about where we are. You can kind of see how things also work together in digital and how that all snaps together quite nice. So yeah, again, it's something that we really are proud of. And I think, again, in that clarity, I think it will really resonate and come through quite strong to our audience. So with all of that said, we have this is, again, a very high level, 10,000 foot view of just sort of where we've been at, where we are going. And again, I think we've got a really long way to go when it comes to putting together a really, really strong, impactful brand that's really going to grow over time. We're incredibly proud of it. We do have the brand identity guidelines, and you can download and you can read up on and get a lot more information on our brand identity. So with that said, we also have a quick video, which I think I'm going to throw over right now. So just a quick little snapshot story from our VP of External, Mario Siciliano, and he's going to talk a little bit about the story of the brand journey.
Mario, could you introduce yourself?
Sure. Mario Siciliano, Vice President External for Bow Valley College. Bow Valley College, as we know, has been around for a long time. And so with the challenges that Alberta has been facing, it was really important that we were able to share the full extent of what the college could offer the community, our partners, industry, and Alberta. The college has grown to offer programs in every field you can imagine that would impact industries across Alberta. It's a really good time for us to be able to share the full story of what the college has to offer, because we believe in our province. We know the province will continue to grow and prosper, and we're excited to do our part to help. Over the last 20, 30 years even, the college has expanded its programming into dozens and dozens of areas. So we now have over 900 courses covering every kind of career or industry that you can imagine. So very, very few people know that. And that's why our new brand is really meant to help share that whole story. So the consultation process was by design very intensive. And so we took 2 years. We spoke to over 5,000 people because we wanted to be sure that we uncovered the brand, not invent one. To uncover the brand, you have to talk to those that helped build it. And so it was really rewarding to be able to talk to faculty, to staff, to donors, to partners, to industry, to our students and our alumni, and get all of their thoughts. And so it's that collective of all of those different thoughts that came together that really helped us build the brand. The crest design really is built upon the values that our employees selected. What we did is we created icons associated to each value. So the values of respect, creativity, inclusion, resilience, and teamwork. And so those icons are all in the crest, but when they come together in the crest, they also form an abstract landscape, which is really important as well. Because one of the things we learned through this consultation process is just how important this sense of place is. We're in Calgary, we provide support to the surrounding regions as well. And so the mountains, the valleys, and the sky of Alberta is sort of iconic. And so that's how it all came together, really, is the values of the employees, represented through the 5 individual icons that make up the crest of our logo. The college as an organization, I have never seen an organization as authentic and genuine about its value base. We don't need to try to be anything different or else. We just need people to know more about what we already are. And that's the great part about this brand, is it's really, acknowledging our proud history and how thousands of employees and students have built this brand, and donors and supporters. And really, we're celebrating that. And we just want you to get a bit of a peek into everything we do, because a lot has happened over the last 10, 20 years that a lot of people don't know. And so we're hopeful that the brand will help share that story of just how much the college has grown, how many great things are happening, and the exciting future ahead for Bow Valley College.
So thank you, Josh, for telling our transformation story. Now I am thrilled to introduce you to Ana de Leon, who has been volunteering her time with Bow Valley College since she became a student of ours back in 2014. Ana is originally from Mexico City, where she got her bachelor's degree in international business, and then she came to Calgary to pursue a business administration diploma and currently works for the Catholic Immigration Society. Ana, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. I am very excited to be here and share my experience as international student. Since I was 15 years old, I dreamed about moving to Canada and experiencing life abroad in a vibrant and multicultural city. Bow Valley College is located in Calgary, which is a vibrant and attractive city that has plenty to offer, from festivals, cultural activities, to great outdoors and sports options. The city is near to Banff National Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and in my opinion, one of the most beautiful places in Canada. The college has great resources for students, such as career services, volunteering opportunities, workshops, tutoring program, counseling services, intercultural center, and more. Those resources were essential and very helpful during my student experience. And after graduation, I was so happy that I was able to find a job and build confidence, thanks to Bow Valley College. I was able to find a work before graduation as an administrative assistant at a travel agency. And at the same time, I was also volunteering at Calgary Catholic Immigration Society, assistant with the organization of events for clients. This volunteering experience helped me to get to know the person who is now my manager. I highly recommend you to invest your time in experiencing Canada and choose as Bow Valley College as your option. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anna, for continuing to be part of the Bow Valley College family. We are truly grateful. Now it is the time to answer the questions that we have received in the question and answer box. If you haven't submitted your questions yet, you're still on time, and we will proceed. Okay. So, question for Josh. Josh, I hope you can answer this. How does the college promote respect, inclusion, creativity, teamwork, and resilience, like all the values that we are including in our brand now, among the students and the college?
That is a good question. It's really about it's about behavior. It's how we act. It's what we say. It's what we do. So we just can't have these values just live on a piece of paper somewhere, and it's not good enough just to kind of put them up on a poster somewhere. We really, as an organization, have to live and breathe it. Our students have to experience it. Our colleagues have to experience it. Our partners have to experience it. So when I was mentioning in the talk just about having those values like really at the forefront, we really have to be mindful of as we're interacting and giving these experiences to our audience, whether that's, again, students, colleagues, partners, that those values are kind of at the forefront, right? That's really how from my view, take a brand and make it from something that is just sort of surface level to something that's really embedded in the culture of an organization. So it's really something that you have to not just show, but you really have to actually believe and act in. That's how you make sure that you're getting those values across. People really have to kind of experience it, feel it. So I think that's the way to really make sure that our students really understand those values and really feel it from us, that this is who we are as a culture. That's critical.
Thank you, Josh. We have a question in regards to the brand use, the logo. Can we use the new logo in black and white format?
Short answer, no, but you can use it depending on certain print limitations. So if you have a black and white job that you are running, you can use the black and white logo. We have a knockout version of that logo. Predominantly, we want to be able to show the logo in full color and all its glory as much as possible. But depending on some limitations with print productions and things like that, sometimes you need a black and white option. So we take it on a case-by-case basis. But for predominantly, we try to show the logo in full color, but we do have what we call a knockout version for either black and whites or low color runs.
Thank you, Josh. We have a question for Victoria Wells. From our audience, they are asking if we have started to have face-to-face sessions yet.
Thanks, Jade. That's a great question. So the college is working closely with the Ministry of Advanced Education as well as our provincial health services area to ensure the safety of students, staff, and members of the public who visit campus. What that's going to look like is going to be announced either on or before April 30th, 2021 for the fall semester.
Victoria, would you be able to answer if we currently have certain programs that have face-to-face sessions?
Of course. So some of our health and wellness programs like the Pharmacy Technician Diploma, Practical Nurse Diploma, and Healthcare Aid Certificate are currently offering on-campus labs in a safe environment. Other programs are currently being delivered through online delivery modes.
Thank you, Victoria. We have one extra question here for marketing purposes. Probably this is for Josh. For marketing purposes, is it required to get approval from the college to use the brand on our media channels?
Through social media channels? No, we've got no. If it's to be able to like promote the college, we don't. From my lens, we don't need to have the permission to use the identity. If you want to have an understanding of best practices, it's great to kind of take a look at some of our current social media platforms that we're using from the college level, from the marketing level here in-house. So we've got Facebook, we've got LinkedIn, so we've got Instagram. So we've got a whole bunch of channels like that. So if you want to get an idea of the type of content that we're putting up, the type of visual style that we're working on, just to kind of keep things consistent, I recommend checking out those channels. But again, if you have any questions, if you're not sure of anything, I'm sure there's a way to kind of flag those issues. But from permission, if it's just to promote the college, then no, you are free to kind of go into and use those assets.
Thank you, Josh. We have one extra question here, and probably this is for you as well. Would the college provide printed materials as per request?
Oh, for printed, sorry, was that directed to me? I'm assuming it was.
Yes, Josh.
For printed material, we've got some branded material already in stock. So things like the view books and some other collateral that we have, and those are pieces that we can send out. If there are things that are a little bit more custom, we might need to take on a little bit of a case-by-case basis. But we do have, like I said, pre-printed new brand material that we do have that we can send out. So short answer, yes.
Thank you so much, Josh, and everyone else who participated. We don't have more questions right now, so this wraps up day one of our Global Bow Valley College event. Thank you all for making time in your busy schedules to join us today, and we look forward to seeing you all back here tomorrow. We will close this first day with another short video, and we hope to see you in tomorrow's sessions, when we will be introducing our newest programs in the field of entertainment arts, and also the Vice President of Creative Industries and Film Commissioner from Calgary Economic Development will be joining us. So see you tomorrow.
Oh my, I want you to know it's all worth it. Early morning classes, long hours at the library, all of it. Bow Valley College really pays off for us. Huh.
Hey, I'm you from the future. Whoa. I know, it's weird, right? Don't worry, space-time is fine. Anywho, I just wanted to say that Bow Valley College was a real turning point for us. I really appreciate you taking the leap. Anyway, you need to go. Get to class. Get out of here. You got this. You're a rock star. We're a rock star? No, we're not. It's fine. Just get to class. I'm gonna have weird dreams tonight.